Hey guys, we're Sal and Al.
The Woolslayers.
And welcome to episode
14.
14! What? Oh, happy anniversary to us. It's been 6 months.
Has it really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think it was like April 24th. So, 6 months.
And we still don't know what we're doing.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you not warned that I would never know what I was doing?
Right.
My bad.
But it's 3 years. You have an anniversary too.
3 years since I started knitting.
Which is amazing. Oh my gosh. I was not nearly where you are at 3 years. Not even close. Congratulations.
I like to keep it interesting.
I know.
Yeah. So, and luckily I had asked on Facebook, like, should I learn to knit or crochet?
Oh, so Facebook reminded you?
So Facebook reminds me because it's the next day. Because I literally went the next day and bought knitting needles and yarn at Walmart and taught myself to knit the next day.
Nice.
So whenever I see that come up on Time Hop, I know that the next day is my anniversary.
Very nice.
And everyone had told me, crocheting is easy, you should learn that first. And I was like, okay, I'll learn to knit. Boom!
That's so funny.
Yeah. I guess I was looking for a challenge. I don't know.
Right.
Anyway.
Or you didn't like I know a lot of people that don't like the way crochet looks, you know, because it has all the holes. They really like the look of knitting.
Mm-hmm.
And so even though crochet might be easier, I don't know that it necessarily is.
It's not for me. I
Right.
sweat to death whenever I hold a crochet hook. Knitting came pretty natural, but not crochet.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Should we talk about what's on our heads?
Yes.
Hi.
We have
I have to turn
matching
my head for
sleighs.
you to see.
Sockhead hats.
Yay!
I love a quick turnaround between purchasing and an FO.
Yes.
We just bought this at Stitches. This is our Leading Men Fiber Arts in the
King Max.
Mad Max is different. Can you tell I've been watching Stranger Things?
Oh, I haven't started it yet
okay.
because we've been watching baseball.
There's
so
someone
don't
named
say anything.
someone named Mad Max.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's King Max
Yes.
colorway, and it feels so good. It's in that show Steeler base with the cashmere. Oh my gosh, you guys.
And it was so much fun to knit with.
Fun.
And
I love the color. Like, it just brightens. See how bright our faces look? Mm-hmm. It's a good color.
Yeah.
For
really
like
good.
all skin tones, I think.
Yeah. I think it goes with everything.
Yeah.
Love it.
So that's 2 FOs.
Yes. It's my only FO.
Oh.
So I won't have anything to slay.
I am queen of multiple tiny FOs today.
Yay.
I have a stack of them.
Should we start with fails?
I do have a fail. Do you have a fail?
I have a fail.
Go ahead.
So my fail is not knitting related directly.
Uh-oh.
So my mom's birthday was this weekend. So if
Happy birthday, Phyllis.
Happy birthday, Phyllis. So if anybody, and she did say to tell you hi.
Oh, hi.
So if y'all have watched episode 13.5, you would know that. But what I didn't show, because I hadn't given it to her yet, is I made her a project bag.
Oh, it's
so
cute.
I made the bag, and I had it monogrammed.
Look at that multicolor monogram.
Is that not amazing?
It is amazing.
I love this monogram. And I saw the monogram, the woman that does my monogramming, she lives in my neighborhood. So, you know, I just go to her house and go into her studio, and we look at stuff on the computer and pick out colors from her wall of thread.
Nice.
And I had gone to get Zane's soccer bag monogrammed, and she had this image up. She had all the options. Too. And yes, it's a mandala. Like, she loves mandalas. And so, and I was like, I'm making something for my mom with that. Like, I just had to. Well, so I got it monogrammed because I just took her the panel of fabric.
Okay.
And had it monogrammed. And I had it back like a week before I was going. I had plenty of time from when I got it to when I made it or needed to have it. But I just kept putting it off for other stuff, to get stuff done. Mm-hmm. Life happens. So the day that we are leaving, because we were leaving after school, so I had, from 7:30 to 3, I made it.
The bag out of
the bag.
Already monogrammed fabric.
Out of just this panel, then I had the other panels. And so then I finish it, I turn everything, and I go to zip it, and I did the zipper inside out.
Oh, no.
So see, you can't, there's no pull.
It's one of those fancy bags to keep from being stolen. Like those backpacks that have those zippers so pickpockets can't get. That's what that is.
Yes,
it's super cutting edge.
Exactly. I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
And I had just picked out the seam so I could put the handle in because I forgot to put the handle in. So I just was like,
did you show it to her?
Yes. I was like, that's it.
Like,
I'm just taking it. I'm giving it to her like this, and I'm bringing it back because I have to undo.
Oh man.
I have to pick out everything. Like I've got to redo it all.
That's why I stopped sewing. Because of stuff like that.
But it was one of those things, haste makes waste. Like I was hurrying because I had a ton of things to do, and so she was very gracious. Well,
of course, because that's what she is.
Yes.
She's classy.
She loved it.
Oh my gosh, that's
and would have wanted
funny.
to use it right away, but no.
Because I was going, I'm like, what's the feel? It looks gorgeous. Oh.
The zipper.
Gotcha.
And I had already compromised on the shape of it because I didn't have a zipper wide enough.
Oh, so you had to. Oh, I was thinking, I love how it was cut in.
Oh, thanks.
That's cute.
Yeah. Well, I figured it'll work. It's still big enough. It's still a 9-inch opening.
Yeah, no, I like it.
But like, I made all these, and then the final thing was the zipper. So that's my fail.
Well, I love it all up until that point.
Right. Thank you.
It's very pretty.
So, and it won't be hard to pick apart. Just, I gotta do it.
It's just doing it. Yeah, and like, it needed to be in timeout.
Right. And we're going to see her at Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
I have a couple weeks. I will not wait until the day of.
Yeah. Maybe later after I leave.
Right.
Do it today.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Carpool. I have carpool this week. I can.
It's so weird wearing a hat, isn't it?
I
keep like, what's on my head? I'm freaking out.
I know.
Maybe it'll keep me from touching my hair so much.
Oh.
Sorry, Phyllis. Okay, so here's my fail. Okay, so hopefully my neighbors aren't watching this because I'm making them koozies for Christmas. And it's like our besties that we do Sunday Funday with. Meaning we hang out on either their porch or our porch on Sunday afternoons and let the kids play. And the guy, he has a Superman tattoo. He's super into superheroes. So I was like, oh, I found this and we are drinking adult beverages on the porch during Sunday Funday. And he also works for Coke, so he's always drinking either like a Coke Zero or a beer. Uh-huh. So I was like, koozies, they're getting koozies, done. So I found this one, and I made it, and it was super quick, which is good because it's super ugly.
It's not
I'm not giving it to him. I gave it to Nolan.
Oh, and he's going to use it for his cans?
Yeah, because you know.
Yeah.
No, he's going to put he put like Army Men and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like he didn't use it for drinks.
Uh-huh.
I think it does fit on his water bottle. I'm going to try again with a different size needle. But the problem is, see, you have this, and it's not intarsia, it's Fair Isle.
I was going to say it almost needs to be intarsia.
Because look at this. It's these long, and you're carrying all that yarn the whole way, even though you only need it on the front. And I'm not sure.
Well, you know intarsia now. Could you?
I know. I didn't feel like trying to convert it. And also, I need to make it long. Like, I'm going to make the top shorter and the bottom longer because the bottom is tucked so soon after the logo. Like, you need more blue after the logo, or after the whatever logo. I don't know.
Symbol.
Yeah, because the bottom of it kind of tucks. When you have a can in it, it's like tucked. It kind of pulls that S in. So there's several things I don't like about it, but this is the part I couldn't get past.
Oh, where you trapped.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's because it's crappy yarn plus.
Well, what kind of?
Because like
what's the fiber content?
It's acrylic. It's acrylic.
It might be the yarn because acrylic.
But I didn't want to make it with wool.
Right. Because wool would insulate better, but it's harder to clean.
Yeah, because they're not knitters. They don't.
Right.
I didn't want to give them something hard to. And I did wash this and dry it just to see if it helped it loosen up, but not really. So
it is really tight in that design.
It's section. Super tight, and I'm pretty good at Fair Isle. Like not to pat myself on the back, but
but also you don't normally do that long of a float.
Right. So I don't know. There weren't any other Superman koozies. So
could you do it without the base?
I thought about that. I was gonna do it without doing the bottom, but I was afraid it would slip and the can would fall out.
Right.
Because it fits a Coke can pretty, it fits it good. But since I was just afraid that if you're holding it and it would slip out.
Any condensation, especially with acrylic.
Yeah, I was afraid it would slip out. So I'm just not super happy with it.
It's not super.
It's not super at all. Super ugly. And it's a free pattern. And she seems great. I used another one of her patterns. And it's, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure any of them actually look that great.
Oh, the ones that are made on the project page?
So I don't know if it's something I can improve on, but I'm going to try.
Right.
I don't know. Do you think I need to go up or down a needle size? What do you think?
It looks pretty
up a needle
thick.
size?
I would go up a needle size.
I might have to decrease my amount of stitches so that it still fits the can. I don't know. So, whatever. It took like an hour. So I wasn't like devastated, but I was like, what am I going to give him for Christmas now?
Right.
If I don't like this.
Right.
But I really want to give him something Superman.
Right.
He has a Superman tattoo. And we drink together. So
could it be Superman colors?
That was my other thought. If I can't get the logo correct, I'm gonna stripe it. I'm just gonna stripe the colors.
If he likes all superheroes, you could give him a set where each one is different stripes of different, like
That's
Green
true.
Lantern, green and black and yellow, or
that's a good idea.
And then
my other thought was I could chart out just Superman.
The letters.
And just write Superman around the edge and do a blue koozie with red and yellow saying Superman around.
Right.
That's not quite the same because he has the actual
logo.
Tattoo of the...
I think I like the stripes.
Yeah. So I have a plan. Like, that's my fallback. But I would like to get the logo right. Because it is a cool idea. She had like Batman and stuff too.
It would take longer, but would it be better in a smaller yarn?
I don't know. That was my thought too, because I do feel like I do better in sock weight.
Right.
But I don't want to go by the...
I know.
Like, this is what I have,
colors.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was not super happy with it.
That stinks.
But whatever. You
have time.
Yeah, that's why I start all this stuff early, because just in case. So, so that was my only fail.
Okay. Are we doing whip cracking?
Whip cracking? Yeah, let's do FOs.
Slays?
Yes.
Okay.
Slays. So we have our hat, and that was your only one?
That was my only one.
That's okay.
I've been very monogamous. I did this monogamously. My whips are monogamous, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've been... Okay, so my problem is, I don't know, and it's kind of started a couple of months ago. I have not wanted to work on anything that requires thought. And it's really bumming me out. Because I usually pride myself on having like a really complicated shawl or something happening, or a sweater, and then, socks and whatever. And this was great. I don't know what it is. I don't have the brain space for...
Well,
I just don't want to work on stuff.
Life is busier with school back in and activities.
I guess. I don't know. So I'm hoping it's temporary because it's kind of killing me. Because I just can't. I don't know.
Maybe one of our knit-alongs eventually will.
Like, how I was griping about how those sweaters, both my sweaters, it's like I just want to knit in the round. Like, I'm just. So I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm hoping that it gets better. But Fair Isle is still okay, except for that Superman koozie. So here's the wife's koozie, and I really like this one.
What's that one? It was just a pattern?
It's called, it's the same chick.
But it's not a superhero?
No, it's just called Chevron.
That is adorable. Now, what's the difference?
I don't know.
The difference is you didn't have to carry.
And it's less float.
Is it acrylic?
The red is acrylic, and the gray is like a blend, an acrylic wool blend. But isn't that pretty?
That is beautiful.
Yeah, it looks really good on a can too.
Right.
And it's It's the same red. The red's the same. It's the same yarn.
But you know, it even, like it looks, is this blocked?
Mhm. I think so.
So it looks great, but you can see the texture. I don't know if I can go that way. There we go. See how the red pops up, you know, makes bumps? Like it's, so is that because of
it's
the
a little
tension?
thicker.
Or,
I think
it's thicker.
that yarn, it's the same weight, but they're
Right.
both worsted, and you know how worsted can
Right.
be. And I kind of thought, that red's a little plumper, but I just went with it because I liked the combo.
But I
you
like
the texture?
I like how
well,
there's
that was
the texture.
accidental, but
I wonder if that is some of why this isn't working.
And this one, I do like how she has you cable the edges, so that the decal is like elevated kind of off the. That part I really like. I think it's the floats.
Yeah.
This one's much better.
It's adorable.
So I guess if all else fails, I could just do this in Superman colors.
Yeah, you totally could. Yeah.
Or I could do like 2 Superman logos so that my floats aren't as long. I don't know. But this one, it's just called Chevron.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Do 2 Superman logos.
I could.
I think that's what you do.
I could do that.
Try that. If not, then go stripes or do this in the colors.
Yeah. This is called Chevron Koozie. It's just this. It's on Ravelry. It's free. Both of these are from this. I might be lying. The same lady, and it's just like it links to her blog. So, you know, you need to have a little bit of knowledge because she doesn't like explain how to do anything. But it was fine for me.
Right. It looks great.
I like that one a lot.
The colors turned out nice.
And so keeping on the gift theme. This is for the librarian. This is another koozie mug cozy.
Cute.
I should have brought a mug. Any other time I'd have coffee.
Oh, that's true. And I don't drink coffee. That's adorable. So then the handle goes through there.
Yeah. So you can put the handle. If there is a handle, it can go through there, and if not, this one's
pretty.
called cabled mug cozy. Yeah, cabled mug cozy on Ravelry, and I had these perfect buttons in my button stash, and
they are perfect.
So I thought this with a gift card would make a good teacher.
Oh yeah, that's a
gift.
great idea.
This one's not blocked. I don't think I'm going to. Because I kind of I don't want it to loosen up too much. I kind of like how dense it is. It's real dense.
Yeah, it'll keep the mug warm.
And I don't want it to loosen up too much. Yeah, thank you. And it was super quick.
Nice.
Super. Again, like I'm telling you, I'm the queen of the quick knits. This was like, you know, so this is not even like 3 evenings. This is.
You need some instant gratification.
Yes, and it was.
Yeah.
I was getting my queue. My queue is down to like 60, which was very exciting, you know.
Right.
This is another Christmas present. This is called the Terra. Gosh, I can't remember anything. Terra striped hat. Another free pattern.
Cute.
And it's kind of slouchy, just a slouchy hat.
And what yarn did you use?
This is actually yarn that I got at Tuesday Morning. Do you ever?
Every now and then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so it's Shepherd's Own. 100% all natural undyed wool. Both of them. So one's from a brown sheep and one's from although it has color lots, so I don't know what's up with that.
Huh. I've never bought it. I always go look.
It's like cream and brown, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty cute. I mean, it's not soft. But it's, you know, it's for someone who needs woolly. To be warm.
Oh,
yeah.
Who's it going to be for?
I can't say in case they watch.
Okay.
I don't think they do, but just in case.
Just in case. Tell me later.
It's for a dude.
Nice.
But I just really liked those colors together. It's so natural and.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, and I feel like he's pretty tough, so he can handle like a little bit of
scratchiness.
So there's another one. This was super quick because it's worsted.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, worsted. So I was just, you know, cranking them out, and then this.
Oh yeah,
that's so cute.
Oh, is that the rest of your broken pottery or
found pottery? I have a little bit extra. I still have a little bit left, actually.
No way.
So this is from my conjunction cowl, the honeycombed towel that I made, both of these yarns. And so I thought, oh my gosh, I need
They
to.
look so, this is the same one that you used in that?
In the conjunction.
They
yeah.
look so different in this configuration than in the
because you get
cowl.
more of each. Because
Uh-huh.
the other one, you only got broken.
Right.
Look at it.
I love the tiny
a
pom-pom.
speckled pom-pom.
Yes.
It looks like
Candy.
funfetti or something. So this is the Tiny Scallops hat.
So cute.
And this is in like toddler size. And it just has a smidge of Fair Isle where they scallop. And I was going to mention our tip.
Right.
On Fair Isle because it's come up in our knitting group a lot. A lot of people having problems with tension in their Fair Isle. And do you do this?
Well, I'm trying to on
This
my
is my
whip.
gold star tip. Knit it inside out. You still knit the same. Do I have any knitting?
I do. Here.
Okay.
This is my
like
whip.
you knit the same way, but it's the way you hold the project. Hold it inside out. There you go.
So I'm trying to do it on this. Because normally.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Well, it won't let me.
Oh, well, you need a little more weight.
So I would knit like this, you know.
Yeah.
Right to left. And so you turn it.
Yeah. Hold
like
it
this,
inside. Yes.
And you're, instead of knitting, you know, when you're knitting right ways, you have your needles towards you. When you're knitting inside out, the needles are on the far side, but you're still doing the same motions.
Well, your needles are the same.
Yeah, my needles are still the same,
Yeah.
but it's on, like I have more of the project in front of me. Am I doing it wrong? Or do you do it like this? No.
No.
You have to do it like this.
You had it right.
Yeah.
But I don't think you'll notice that it's.
I don't notice, but it keeps, I don't have enough.
You need more weight.
I
Yeah.
need
It'll get
more.
better when you get a little more.
Because it keeps wanting to curve in.
Yeah.
And
I think
go
you
back
just
to
need
right.
maybe a half inch more and it'll totally,
Yeah.
you just kind of have to
It's getting
train
better.
it. Yeah, you have to train it. And so what you do is you hold it like this, instead of holding it like this and knitting,
Right.
okay, you hold it like this.
So
Okay?
you
So your knitting is still the same, because when you say
Mhm.
like knit inside out, that freaks people out. You still knit, like pretend you're knitting this.
You still have the right side
Okay.
showing you.
It's just that the rest of it's turned inside out. And so what it does is it pulls it and gives it a little bit of tension. It makes your tension more even. It gives you a little bit of.
You think about it,
This
it's
does
going
look
around
much
the
better.
outside of a bowl as opposed to going around the inside of a bowl.
Yeah.
And so if you're going on the outside, it's just a little bit extra distance.
It gives you a little extra tension so that your floats stay nice
Even.
and loose and yeah. So I did that on this, but it was only like the only Fair Isle is, like 4 rows or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But so
Isn't
cute.
this sweet?
That
It's
yarn
so
is so
sweet.
perfect together.
Yeah. So I still have a little bit left. I think I might make some yoga socks.
Is this the smallest size of the clover maker, or is it smaller?
I think it's the smallest one.
Okay.
It's definitely the clover.
Okay, then it's the smallest.
Yeah, I think it's the smallest, yeah.
That is just so cute.
Yeah.
And who's getting that? Or you can't tell yet?
Can't say.
Okay. So much to talk about later.
And a niece is getting this. One of my
Aw.
nieces. So soft. I love this yarn.
It's adorable.
But so yeah, I still have a little bit left of each, and so I might make some of those yoga socks
Oh,
without
you love
with
yoga.
no teal and no teal.
Well,
No
word.
Always teal.
Just created a
No
word.
toe or heel. Because they'd be like nice thick. Because this isn't fingering. This is
Sport.
Sport. So I think those will be pretty yummy.
Adorable.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So oh no, almost forgot.
What?
Finally finished these sons of biscuits. And I hate the
Nice.
second one.
Why? Which one's the second one?
This one. You see why I hate it?
Oh, it has more of a color change.
Yep. Don't know why. Don't know. Don't care. Whatever. It's fine. Like it's
Interesting.
when you're wearing it,
Right.
it's gonna be fine. But I was like,
But you
I
haven't-
tried so hard.
But there's even more of a color change up here.
Mhm.
Up here.
I think it's probably might just be the yarn,
Mm-hmm.
but
Probably.
it's fine. It's completely fine. Most of this, I mean, I'm not gonna be barefoot around many people, and
And nobody would
so
care
at least
even
the
if you
color,
were.
yeah. And honestly, like when you're wearing it, you don't really see it. But I was a little bit irritated for pictures. But they're done.
You tried.
I did. I really did consciously make an effort to make them, fade, to make it fade, and it just didn't. But whatever. I'm just so glad they're done. These were not fun.
Well, yeah. Again, not your simple knitting.
These had a lot. Yeah.
You're wanting simple.
And these didn't. These weren't. I wasn't mentally prepared for these. And they're not even hard. It's just not mindless, and it irritated me. But they're entered into the Cal and ready to wear.
Good for you.
Cables Down the Back by Joji Locatelli. I still love you, Joji. It's cool. Just didn't like those. And then my only other thing is actually a hoe.
Oh.
So the same Superman yarn, which I do.
That is a lot.
Not enjoy knitting with this, but whatever. It has its place.
It does.
In Koozies and in
what?
Lego Man mitts.
No way! Oh, is that for Nolan?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He's obsessed with like Lego Batman right now, and he's gonna be Lego Batman for Halloween.
Right. Oh, are you gonna have him finish for Halloween?
No,
so you can wear them?
It came. His costume came with black mitts. So, but these are for like after. Shut up.
Love them.
Right?
Oh my god.
And obviously I didn't.
Right.
Usually I'm so good about weaving in my ends, but whatever.
I loved them when a friend of ours in knitting group, Erin, she made some, and she made them as a gift for somebody else. And then did she have to remake them for her daughter?
I think Sonia got some too.
Yeah. Because they are just amazing.
And these actually qualify for the first in, first out.
Oh, because you've had the pattern.
Because I have had this in my favorites for so long. And fun fact, the designer is the designer of the Wonder Woman wrap.
No way!
It's Carissa, who is now like in our knitting group and has been showing up to events. So we're famous, you guys. We have famous, we're not.
Famous friends.
We have famous friends.
Right. I didn't know. She is clever, man.
Yeah. And so this is super old because I remember seeing, well, not old, but like,
it's been around.
This has been around. Because I remember it's one of the first, I was like, oh my gosh, I hope I have the skills to make that someday. Like when I started knitting 3 years ago. So it was already out there or shortly after. But so you knit it with a tight gauge, so that kind of hurt my hands. But you have to so that it stays like a, oh my gosh.
I cannot.
I love it.
He is going to.
And I have been knitting these in secret.
Right.
So he does not know. Right?
That is so awesome.
Yeah. And I was excited that I could use this dual purpose. It's perfect Lego yellow, but it's also perfect Superman yellow, like superhero yellow.
And it looks very different. Like
it's
here, it looks like a different yellow next to the red.
But it's not. Is that not hilarious? These are and this is a free pattern.
Genius. And Wonder Woman's
Isn't
a free
it?
pattern. Yeah, I think it is.
Fact check me, but I'm pretty sure it is. It makes me so happy.
I know.
And this was not mindless, but it was fun. And so I didn't mind it. It was not hard at all. Genius design to make it so structural.
Right.
So I haven't cast on the second one. I just finished this.
That is so cool.
But yeah, I was cracking up. I kept going, Mitch, look at this. Look at it. It looks like a Lego hand. And he was like, yeah, you showed me. I'm like, okay.
But it still looks like
But look, it's so cool. Yeah. You start with like a toe-up cast-on, like a, whatever your preferred toe-up cast-on is, and cast it on, and then you knit, and then you end up Kitchenering this, and then picking up stitches and making the.
That's awesome.
They go up to adult sizes too.
I know. Well, and I was going to say, I think my kids have outgrown the stage where they want them.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sad, but then I could always make them for myself.
I know.
Because I would wear
I'm
those.
okay if he just plays with them like dress up. That's fine too.
Right.
But they're also like, they're going to be pretty warm because it's such a tight gauge, worsted weight yarn. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think that's all my FOs.
No way.
Actually, I did have one more, but I couldn't find it.
Oh, right. So next time.
It's little. It's tiny. It's tiny.
It disappeared in the bag.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, so I have one more. I'm padding next episode.
Right? Because you won't have 8 other things you've finished.
Yeah. Well, I like to gift small things for Christmas. I don't gift like a shawl or I've gifted small shawls before, but that's just a lot. Like, and you don't never know like if someone's gonna like it. But I like gifting small stuff like that, and I want it all done before December. Because I like to relax and enjoy December. I usually get all my Christmas shopping done, wrapped, everything, because I don't like a Christmas tree with no presents under it. So I have presents wrapped before we put the tree up, because that way you decorate it and you put the presents under it.
And now it's fully decorated.
Now it's done.
You're better than me.
I just don't like. We have so much in December with our anniversary, and we're actually going on a trip this time for our anniversary, and I was like, I am just not putting this off. Like, I'm getting it all done. So I only have like a couple more things to make for Christmas. But I also don't knit a lot of gifts. Not big gifts. Not big gifts.
I'm thinking this year I think I'm doing more because I have for the teachers. Diane OBrien on River Falls Plantation.
Oh, I know.
She is
an amazing gift.
She's an amazing gift knitter. Yeah. I mean,
I could never.
Whoa.
I could never knit for that many people.
No.
She's so generous.
So generous. I know.
What did she?
I feel so greedy. But what she made, what she talked about making, was soapstone covers.
Soap. What'd she call them? Soap sweaters. Soap sweaters.
Yes.
And they felt. And so I want one.
Yeah. Okay, I'll make you one.
Oh, I didn't mean that, but like that's such a good idea.
Right. I know.
And I have a bunch of feltable.
Right. And I like it in any colors. I like pebbles in every color. So I'm going to make those for the teachers, which is kind of risky because you don't know, if they'll like a scent, but if they don't like it, they can give it to their mom.
Yeah, or just leave it out. Like, you don't have to actually use it. Just, it's cute.
Right.
And they smell good
And they smell good.
Sorry, my watch is making noise.
So I want to make those for them.
I love that.
And then, I'll put, it'll also have a gift card with it. But I also want to make them, so I have another group of friends that we exchange gifts, and so I want to make them the soap sweaters, but I'm going to put it with some other spa-like stuff. And then
that's a good idea.
Knit Picks came out with bulky ornaments.
Did they?
And they're balls, because I've knit, in the last episode, the 13.5, I showed ornaments that I made where you put the plastic ball on the inside and you knit around it. Well, this is where you just put stuffing in it. It looks like a ball. And it's made with bulky. So, it's got to go like that, right? So I'm going to make those. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do... Okay. I don't do garments or hats.
No. Yeah, well, I've given the librarian gets my best stuff.
Right.
Because like I said, I'm super close with her. So I've made her fingerless gloves, and she did get a shawlette last year. And so this year I'm actually kind of giving her a worse gift because she's getting a mug cozy. But it's kind of like, I can only give her so much. I mean, a hat. I could give her a hat and maybe boot cuffs.
But otherwise, is she a hat person?
Well, not at school, but she would wear it. She, her sons are up north.
So oh, okay.
She does go to the cold. Well, one son is. One son came back. Anyway, I kind of wanted to maybe take a break on her this year because I have 2 kids now in that school. And I was going to say, I don't think I finished my sentence last episode. I was going to say that I'm only knitting for Nolan's teacher because he has 1 teacher. Amelia has 2. Plus the librarian. So it's like, I wasn't going to make them anything, but maybe I could make them sweaters. Soap sweaters. That would be good. And I do think that they would be the type that would like that.
Yeah.
So maybe I will do that.
Yeah. And see, I'm in the same boat. I have 2 teachers for each kid. And
see, I only have 1 for Nolan. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They don't get 2 until they're in 3rd grade.
Oh.
But they only started that this year. So last year, Amelia was in 3rd grade, but she only had 1 teacher.
And see, we're in dual language, so they have a Spanish teacher and an English teacher.
Yeah, and I didn't...
Actually, I take that back. Cade has just 1 this year.
Oh.
Because she's 50-50.
So they don't have to...
Right.
That's good.
But he also has another teacher.
Gotcha.
He has it.
Because of his math.
Yeah.
He's in math. Advanced math or something.
So technically.
And so last year, Nolan was in preschool and had 2 teachers. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not knitting them anything.
No.
First of all, you barely know them.
Right.
Gosh, my head itches and it's not the yarn. You barely know them. My kid was only there like 3 half days. Sorry. I don't know you well enough to knit.
Right.
I trust you with my 4-year-old, but I don't know you well enough to knit you something.
Right.
Yeah, and plus it was just too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, tangent, sorry.
So next,
whips.
Kraken.
Whips.
Okay, I want to go first.
Okay.
Because
I've been talking for the last 20 minutes.
Okay. Well, I guess I should show my Stranger Things because we've already kind of seen it. So
you had to frog it.
Yes, this was a fail. And
It looks really good now.
It looks so much better.
What'd you change?
So I changed the needles.
Okay. Size?
No.
Oh.
Style. I am using 20-year-old plastic needles.
Yeah, you are.
And they're fine.
Whatever.
Before I was using metal. They were very slippery, and I think that was messing with my tension. It was making everything looser. I also just got more bold with holding my yarn. Before I was pulling the stitches out, trying to make them as loose as possible. Yeah,
you have it in your head that you have to be loose, and that's just not the case.
And so
that was what was wrong with your mitts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks good.
So I just started knitting regular.
Normally, yeah. And that's what you should do.
Yeah. And it does. It looks great. I also got a refresher on trapping the right hand yarn.
Gotcha. Yeah, it is a little trickier.
And so
because you have to wrap it
and then pick
and then
wrap.
But it's fine once you get going. But yeah, it is a little bit. I much prefer trapping the left.
Yeah. So I love it.
Isn't it funny we get in our own heads and you thought I need to be loose and and then it's like you don't.
No.
But you forget.
And I'm trying to do it inside out, which was impossible when there was nothing on it.
Give it another.
Yeah.
But just keep trying it
and then eventually
you train it. Yeah.
Yeah. So so it's the Stranger Things cowl, of course not finished by
That's okay.
The premiere, not finished by Halloween.
I wore mine.
Whatever.
I wore mine on Saturday when we had soccer, and it was 31 degrees.
Uh-huh. Did anybody recognize it?
No, but I also had my coat buttoned up
right.
this, and so it was just this much of it poking out. But that thing is so warm.
Oh, good.
Because it's double thickness.
Right.
It is so nice. That's why I chose it, because it's my warmest
cowl. You know
cowl.
what? It's really 4 thicknesses if you think about it.
That's true.
Because this layer is 2 thicknesses because it has those floats going behind, and then the other
and then
layer.
When you fold it, it's it's thick, and it felt so good. And we've been watching the show too. So.
I know. Oh, I can't wait to watch baseball. So I have gotten past the point
where you frogged it. It looks
so I'm
good.
Into the second
Look
letter.
how good it looks on the screen.
It looks great. I know. I can't wait. I mean, and I'm super happy to have my Fair Isle Mojo back.
Yeah.
I was really I don't think I can do this, and so I'm very happy with it.
I love it.
And it is Knit
Susan
Pick
B
Stroll.
would be proud.
I know. Our favorite instructor. So you go. Next.
It is Knit Pick Stroll in the ash and black colors.
Right.
I know because it was the same as mine.
Which is what the pattern called for, which rarely happens.
It is. Yeah, it's true. It's one of those rare moments where we use the pattern suggestion. Okay. My whip. Okay, first of all, I have the Lego Man.
Right.
So that's my one that I'm probably going to finish first. And this is my Henley. And it's off the needles right now because I'm at the point where you put it on waste yarn. So I've started the lace finally. Yeah, did you like that it was Santa pants?
I know.
Santa pants, like a little fat Santa. I know, I was cracking up. So I started the lace, and this is the back. And then you put this on waste yarn, and my next step is to come around here and pick these up and start the front. And then I guess at some point you join them. But it's killing me.
It's really, is it palette?
Yeah.
It is, it's so fine looking. It just looks so thin. Yeah.
It's super stretchy.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to need to be because this is not going to fit on my big self. But this does, and it's supposed to stretch to fit you.
Well, yeah, because it's ribbing.
Yeah. And I went and looked at pictures to make sure people were wearing it, and it had stretch. And I was like, okay, good. So I was excited to be done with the ribbing.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And then I did this in like a day, you know, and then I put it on waist yarn and I haven't touched it in days. I don't know if this one's gonna get done for the
retreat,
for the knit along. The Hohi fall cowl.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Gotcha.
I need to get it in the round. I need to work on it. I need to just sit down and be monogamous on it.
Force yourself to
get it in the round. Once I get it in the round, I just feel like it's gonna be so much better. But I still have long sleeves to do.
Oh yeah.
And I can't even get the
Maybe
yoke.
Take a break and do the sleeves. Because that's in the round.
I think,
since you're in that
yeah, but
mindset.
I think you pick up and knit them on.
Gotcha.
I don't know. If they don't, maybe that's an idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I'm also still working on my Little Bird, the lace weight sweater, but it did not look different enough to bring it. Oh, and I've also worked a ton on my memory blanket, my scrappy memory blanket with my sock scraps. And I put about 15 squares on it, which I haven't touched it since March.
Oh, wow.
So that felt really good.
Yeah.
I've been really enjoying that because it's mindless. And you're constantly changing colors. And because it takes like 45 minutes maybe to do a square.
Wow.
Maybe not even that long. I should probably time it. So, you know, you can get several done in one movie or TV watching session, you know, because we've been watching Stranger Things and Walking Dead and Outlander. So, I mean, that's like 6 squares right there.
Right.
I didn't bring it, though, because, again, it looks the same, like, on camera. But it is growing. And I think, you know how you were going to challenge yourself with the Hohi books, or the Hohi Vera books? I think my challenge is going to be, like, a square a day or something.
Oh.
Like, I want to add 365 squares to my blanket. Next year. We'll see.
How many squares do you think a full blanket would be?
I don't know. I think what I'm going to start doing is, because I've been it starts as a square.
Right.
And then you add, you know, and you make a bigger square. And then you make a bigger square. And a bigger square. But this corner always stays the same. And you just kind of grow like this.
You're doing L's around it.
So what I think I'm going to do is go this way.
I was going to say, do you want
until I get the width that I want, and then I know I only have to go up, and then I'll be able to tell how many squares. You don't know how many squares until you know how wide you want it. So I don't want it to fit a bed. I think it's just going to be a couch blanket. So,
but you also have 2 kids who like to lay under blankets with you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want it to be tiny.
Right.
Like, I want it to be big, but I don't want it to be like
a
queen size bed or anything like that. So I think I'm going to go widthways until I like put it over my couch and go, okay, this is a good size. And then I'll be able to calculate how many I need total. So I don't know if that'll finish it or not.
Oh my gosh, if 365 doesn't finish it.
I have no idea. But I make really small squares. Like, I only use 5 grams of yarn per square.
I feel like it's a normal size.
A lot of people do them much bigger than mine.
Really?
I feel like mine are pretty small.
Oh, okay. And do you think you have enough scraps for that right now? You'll
I'm
generate
always adding to it, and I can always buy some. I've bought minis for it before, or I've done like a swap.
Oh yeah, and we did a mini exchange at Thanksgiving last year.
And I did one through that group on Ravelry, the Mini Madness or something like that. And you make your own out of your scraps, and you mail them to this chick, and she breaks them up into
sets,
however many people entered, and you get back 20 different minis. That's pretty cool. So I have all these random ones that are kind of fun.
Yeah, because I had a lot of fun at Thanksgiving last year. We did
Thanksgiving. Wasn't that fun?
And it was so much fun, and everybody brought. How many did we bring? 3 minis?
No, it was like 10.
Was it 10?
Wasn't it? I don't know. I was making a lot of minis at the time.
So it might, I think it was.
Because I was doing that other swap too.
Yeah. So it was however many people joined it. You brought that many.
That's what it was.
Minis.
Yes.
So if we had 10 people that were like, yeah, I want to swap, then you brought one so that everybody could pull a mini.
It was fun.
Yeah. And so we just threw them all in a
bowl. And
one
of the ones that I did last night was from the mini you brought.
Because somebody stole her mini. Or no, not stole it, but they were like, oh, that was the one I wanted. It was the last one of the ones I brought. So I just brought her one the next time.
That's right.
So
And that was pre-podcast.
It was.
Maybe we could do that at the retreat.
Oh, that would be
Mini
fun.
swap. I do have it on good authority also that someone that we love is going to be donating some minis.
Yay.
So, speaking of...
So excited.
Are we done with whip?
No, I have one more whip.
I have one more whip.
Okay. But you can go ahead.
I was just going to say, Woolslayers Retreat is happening.
Yeah.
And registration is going to be November 15th.
Yep. It'll open up November 15th. Yay!
We'll have more details for you, but will we podcast before then? I don't know. Watch our Woolslayers
Probably.
Instagram, the Ravelry group, the Facebook page, Woolslayers podcast on Instagram, Sal and Al the Woolslayers on Facebook, Sal and Al the Woolslayers on Ravelry.
Right.
It will all be in all the places.
Yeah.
But yeah, watch for registration November 15th, 10 spots.
Yep.
And then you go on a waiting
10
list.
people. And we will take a waiting list. Yeah, and it's all coming together. It is exciting.
It's pretty exciting. Okay, so what's your other...
Okay, so I have one more whip because I've been very monogamous in that dual goodness. I don't know. I always have one that's easy and one that's more complicated. Bigamy.
Bigamy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So the Stranger Things is I have to look at a chart. Can't really watch a soccer game.
Yeah, you do have to look at the chart. It's fun, but I've been wanting to see this.
So
you picked up.
I have been working on this.
How was picking up all those stitches?
It was fine,
Okay,
actually.
good.
Because you kind of do one side at a time.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So
wow.
I am now casting off. But
like you're done?
Like casting off.
Like this is the end?
Yeah.
Nice. But you're on the cast off row.
I'm on the cast off row.
Whoa! That just escalated quickly.
It did. Because I was monogamous.
Yeah, a month ago you had just picked it back up.
Right, exactly. And
cool.
So I had completed this triangle thing here. And then you go and
You've done a ton.
Yeah. So then you go and you pick up from this point. You pick up you pick up this. And you pick up this on this
is
side.
the mystery she wrote.
Yes, Mystery She Wrote by Susanna Summer.
You hadn't even finished the triangles last time.
Yeah, I know,
God.
right?
That's amazing.
I know. So, and then you do these short rows. So I can try to
I know,
show
right?
you this.
It's kind of, I love, can I just say, I love this
I know,
dark
the middle
stripe. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so.
And that's brioche. That's just,
I love it.
And so I did all this 2-color brioche. I did all, in the hat, I did 2-color brioche. 1-color brioche, I forgot how to do it.
I think it's much harder.
It wasn't harder. It was
but
that I was used to
easier to see.
Well, I was used to having to go back.
Oh, yeah.
And do the second color.
Gotcha.
But with 1 color, you just go back and forth.
Oh,
it's just different. And so I was like, well, I don't want to cut my yarn. I guess I have to use the other end of the ball. So I did it once wrong. And I was like, that doesn't seem right.
There has to be a trick.
Maybe I should go look it up.
Yeah.
So I went and watched the video.
Sometimes we need refreshers.
And I was like, oh, this 1-color brioche is easy.
That's so funny.
Then you fill in. Because see, like, this down here is wider than this stripe.
It is a weird
triangle.
shape, isn't it?
So you have to fill in. So it's short rows here, and it's seed stitch.
Yeah, it is.
So,
wow.
But it went pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Considering, because it was short rows. So you eventually get down to where you have a certain number of stitches in the middle and you're done. And you just keep going. And
it's so pretty.
This was, and I am happy to see that the seed stitch is showing up on camera because I was thinking with the dark color, it just really didn't show the seed stitch.
But it does.
But
it feels nice. It's such a good texture.
Yeah, it's a great texture.
Wow, it looks great.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see it finished so you can actually see the shape of it.
Right.
And it feels so good.
I know,
it's
this part is so soft.
squishy.
So
cool. Man, you've been working your tail off on that.
It is an I-cord bind off. 875 stitches.
Yeah.
I-cord bind off.
Maybe it'll be done by the next podcast.
I know, right? I can't believe I actually started.
You've done a ton.
I started the I-cord bind off yesterday afternoon because I had to pick this up. pick up more stitches along the side, and then start doing the I-cord bind off. And I've gotten way further than I thought I would. I mean,
that's a lot.
More than a third of it finished.
That's a lot.
So, and then that's the tip. And I'm using for the first time in like 10 years. I'm using.
I know. I never use those either
because there's so many stitches on that it would be so easy for it to fall
When
off.
I was holding it up, I felt like I was like,
right.
And I realized you had a protector. I was like, okay, good. Yeah. That it's pretty tight.
And then the other thing that I'm doing is for the I-cord bind off, I could use the other end of my needle, like this big circular. I could use it, but I decided to use a double point needle because there's only 3 stitches that you're dealing with. So
I've done that too.
And I
think that's a good tip. Good tip.
Yeah. And that way it's not so kinked up and all together. But I'm super excited to get to block it.
Yes. I can't wait to see it done. It looks so good. I love the colors. I love everything about it.
And
I wish I didn't hate doing brioche. I'm not good at it.
You know, you might like the one color brioche.
I don't know, maybe.
Because you're going back and forth instead of having to go back to the beginning, and I don't know.
I just didn't enjoy it, but it looks so good.
And it the I-cord bind off isn't quite like, it's not dog knitting.
Gotcha.
I have to see because it's knit 1, knit 2, or knit 1, knit 1, then knit 2 through the back loop, then slip back onto the left hand needle.
It's not completely mindless. You have to kind of pay attention.
So it's fine for like watching a baseball game, or that's fine. But so I need to cast something else. I'm thinking that the sweater stones.
Yes.
That will be my mindless.
You got to go buy your soap first, though. Did you buy it?
No, I havenent. But I was thinking of just doing one with the dial. So
the one you have
soap that we use at home. Just just to do a trial and see, is this even something that I want to make 15 of?
Oh, that many?
Well, 7. No, 5, 9. But then it's also a good stocking stuffer, so I would make one from, the people I stuff stockings for. Sorry. Almost gave it away. So
I stuff my husband's stocking.
Oh, I do too.
Not my children.
No, not at all. Santa does that.
Yeah. And they wouldn't appreciate soap. Anyway, so they're very happy that I don't stuff their stocking, that I let Santa do that, because they'd be like, great.
Right.
Gotcha.
So those are my 2 whips. And
cool. Oh, I have one more.
One more.
And I just cast this on because I needed another mindless, because the Henley's not doing it for me. The Little Bird is sometimes mindless, but I'm at a lace repeat, so it's kind of stalled. Yeah. But when it was just stockinette, it was like.
Well, and the Mystery She Wrote, the seed stitch was mindless, except that this is so big, I couldn't just throw it in my purse.
Yeah, that's the downside.
I need a smaller one.
That's the downside of the memory blanket.
Oh, right.
Like, it's perfect, but I don't want to haul it around. It's still, I did, I've taken to just making sure a square is cast on and, like, not almost done. And I just fold it, and it makes kind of like, it makes like a pretty sizable fold, like it's about this big, but I don't put it in a bag. I just kind of carry it, and I took it and had lunch with my kids.
Oh yeah.
And just knit, because I don't eat with them, but
at soccer games, it'd be good to take it, because then you can have it on your lap when it's cold.
Gosh, it was so cold. Saturday was our last game, and I was like, it's 30.
Right.
Anyway, so it's like perfect mindless knitting, but it's getting too big. So that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
And I'm not willing to make separate squares and sew them on. That's never going to happen. Never going to happen.
Why?
So it is getting a little bit too big to carry around. But I made it work for a couple of. But, so I needed another mindless project. So I cast on, okay, so remember my minis, my advent calendar minis? Okay, so I went through them all. I had 24 of them. And I found that one for that ornament last time. And then I went through and I made a fade.
Oh!
I made a mini fade. Okay, a manly one. And it goes like this.
That's clever.
See that?
Yes.
See how it fades? It's blue and then it gets a little more brown.
Look at that.
And then that has brown and gray and then it's gray and white. Okay, and I'm gonna make scrappy socks.
That is so clever.
And these are for Mitch.
And are you going to...
So this is one color. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
This is one, and then I have like one row of the next mini attached.
So are you going to do like a color repeat of each one?
Nope. I am just doing like...
I'm just going to go this far and then... Okay. Like just
and
as
I'm
you
not,
go along.
And I'm not going to actually fade them. I'm gonna color block them. But I call it a fade because I did consciously kind of pick like, you know, colors that, and this one has a little bit of this color and then the next one has a little bit. I did do that, but I'm not going to actually fade them because...
Well, because you have patterning in there. Like, that would mess up the pattern.
Yeah, and so, so I'm just kind of doing, I wrote down, the only bit of thinking I have to do is I weighed them, and then I'm going to knit like 5 grams or so of each one. So I'm going to have my scale with me. But
so you know that you have enough for the second one.
Yeah, because I want them to be, you know,
somewhat similar.
But yeah, so I think that's going to be fun. And then I also picked out a girly set for me.
Aww.
Like a girly fade.
Cool. That's really neat.
Yeah, and I really enjoy this sock yarn. Like it's like crisp and I don't know. I mean, it's
oh yeah, it's woolly.
Yeah, but it's just so, I don't know. It's not hard to work with at all. It doesn't tear your hands up or anything. I just love the way it's so crisp.
Yeah, that's neat.
I mean, obviously, Opal's awesome. It's not like a news flash, you know, like everybody, a lot of people agree.
Yeah.
So I just have my little travel scale with me. So it doesn't really, you know, that's nothing. I can handle that.
Right.
I can handle that much thinking. So
right.
I've really, I just cast this on like Saturday.
Wow.
Sunday.
Nice.
Saturday morning before soccer. And I've barely worked on it, and I've still got the toe done. So that bodes well.
Yes. Well, and I thought about doing more mitts because I have the red, blue, and white yarn. I just don't want to do mitts right now. I just finished 2 of them. And
plus, this is a lot of stockinette.
Right. Plus, then I feel like this was the same as the mitts.
Exactly.
But so the stones, and you know, if I don't like the stones, then I'll find a cowl or something in my...
The soap sweaters?
Yeah, soap sweaters. I'll find a cowl or something in my queue that is easy. Because I also don't want to commit to a shawl, a big shawl.
Yes.
I just finished this big one, and I want to go back to my shisui.
Oh my gosh,
shrug.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's the next.
Are you going to frog it or no? Okay, you are. That's what I thought you had decided you were going to, because you've done like this much or something, and you're much better at brioche now.
And I'm better. I'm sure I made mistakes in it, but now I understand it better.
And I mean, you may as well frog it at that point and start fresh.
Right.
But if you had done like a bunch of it,
then I'd keep going. But I hadn't done much. It felt like I did a lot because it was so
because it was taking you forever. Yeah.
But now I'm better, so
yeah. Oh, I can't wait. That thing is cool.
I know.
Okay, whips. It's done.
Yeah. You did it.
Do you have a trophy?
Nope. No trophies.
I only have one, and it's not actually knitting related, but it's so cute I had to show it. So I'm recently obsessed with yoga, and I was looking for like a Namaste shirt, which I found one, but I don't have it yet. But look at this.
I love it.
So now I'm a Woolslayer and a Namaslayer. And so I needed a little bag because I was kind of annoying myself, because I go to the gym and I've got like my protein bar and this like a
sweat thing
for my phone.
Oh,
And I've got my headphones and I've got my gym membership card, and so I was like, and I have all this stuff, right? And I took a big gym bag with me a couple of days, and that was annoying because I didn't have that much stuff.
Right.
So I found this on Etsy.
Oh,
and I totally didn't write down the shop name, but y'all don't care because it's not knitting. But how stinking cute is that, and how appropriate for a Woolslayer, right?
That is so awesome.
Yeah. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah. I love it.
Oh.
Namaslay. And
Namaslay.
you've been saying you need to find a way to combine your two obsessions,
Exactly.
knitting and yoga.
Exactly.
Yoga knitting.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
So much.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I ordered a shirt that says Namaste, y'all. And it was one of those that, I don't know if it's like, they got the shirt from China, so it's like Asian sizes.
Oh.
Because it was very tiny.
It fits Amelia.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And that's happened to me before. So I've just been holding on to them. I have a couple that like are starting to fit me now that I bought 4 years ago and bought my appropriate size.
Right.
And they're like 4 sizes too small, but I'm finally getting down and so I can actually wear them. But this one is not quite there yet. So yeah, I still need a Namaste, y'all.
Namaste, y'all.
And then I want one that says Namaslay as well.
I know, that's awesome.
Yeah. And there's some on Etsy that say, Namaslay, the slay in me recognizes the slay in you. Because Namaste is, technically means like, whatever, the calm in me or something.
Oh, okay.
Recognizes the calm in you. I can't remember the exact, because it also just means hi.
Aloha.
But I like that.
That's clever.
Yeah, I love that. People are so clever.
I know.
Okay, so we talked about retreat.
Should we do Be Freebie?
We need Be Freebie. Yep.
And that's it, right?
That was it.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I didn't forget anything.
Okay. So, we had a maker reach out to us. Her name is Carolyn Mayday. Mayday?
Mayday.
Caroline?
Mayday.
I'm not sure.
She's Anomalous Mind, right?
Yes.
On Ravelry.
Anomalous Mind.
And
ANOMALOUS Mind. MIND. And she has 2 free patterns that are really, they're pretty cute. And they're Fair Isle, which we love Fair Isle. And
it goes with the theme of today.
It does, right? One of them is called Tessellation Cowl, and the other is called Strings of Beads Cowl.
They're both very cute.
They're both very cute, and they're both great for beginners, and they're both free.
And worsted weight?
That is a really good question. It looks like it.
Yeah, I think they are.
So, but, I mean, really, it's
so
a graphic
it would make
pattern.
like a nice thick.
Yeah, it is worsted.
Yeah.
And they just, they're both graphic patterns, and they're really
cute.
Very cute. So check out her Etsy shop. Oh, and the other thing, she has in her Etsy shop, she has the knitting graph paper, so you can chart. And you were talking about charting out the letters. And she reached out because she watched the podcast and saw in episode 13.5 that I needed to chart some duplicate stitch for the stockings that I was making. So she has that available in her Etsy shop.
Yes,
also.
it's very cool.
And it is very helpful because knitting is not even squares.
Right.
You have to have rectangles to get the right.
Yeah. I'm totally going to use that graph paper like today.
Yeah. Exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah. So,
and we will be having a giveaway from her very soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
We're pretty excited.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you so much for reaching out to us.
I know. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then we also had Dallas.
Yes.
Remember
Bobble
Paw
with the bear.
Yeah. Dallas Prentice.
Yes.
And she reached out because she has some new patterns coming out. And
we can't show the one we picked though.
I know.
We got a preview. We feel so special.
Rockstar.
We're famous. No, but it was very cool.
Yeah.
That she reached out to us, and we're going to be giving away her pattern. I think it releases in January.
Yeah. And we got to pick a pattern.
Yay, we picked it.
I know. And Sally and I both picked the same one.
Yeah. But I like that, and then we'll give away that one too. So.
Yeah. Another freebie is called Variations a la Russe, and it is a cabled hat. And it's a simple
super
cable,
cute, though.
but it's really well done. And one thing that I like about this is it's knit with fingering held double. And I have so much fingering in my stash, and I have like half balls
Yes.
of fingering that I could easily double and make a hat. So so it's variations a la Russe, because she said that she kept seeing on Pinterest all these cute hats, but it was only in Russian, and so she kind of reverse engineered it. So it's by String Theory Design, which I feel like I've heard of them before, but I looked at her other patterns and they didn't look familiar. So
that might be a yarn dyer.
Maybe.
Because I've heard that name too.
Right, String Theory. I know.
It's just a good name.
Yeah. Okay.
Very cute hat.
So one more hat that that Sally saw in my when I was showing her what I was going to do. She's like, "Ooh, what's that one?"
Yeah. You know how I feel about Fair Isle hats.
Yes. So this is a Fair Isle hat. It's called Mindcraft, and it's by Justina Lorkowska.
I'm going to have to make that.
And it is scissors and yarn balls and knitting needles. But what I like about it is it is those things.
But not obvious.
But it doesn't scream it.
No.
Yeah. It just looks like kind of an overall pattern.
Really cute.
It's super cute. And I mean, maybe having done the Sockhead, I'm getting like, I've done enough shawls. I have lots of stuff to go around my neck. Maybe I want more stuff to go on my head. So,
well, I think I ended up entering like 6 hats in Liz just one
that's right.
hat knit along.
I need to put this in.
I think you did.
I put in what I was gonna do.
No, I think you did, because you put a picture of it with the
swan.
Right.
Oh, good. Okay.
Double check, but I saw it.
Okay, if you saw this one, then it did go in.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think that was the FO thread.
Okay.
So I think you're good. I know, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Ends tomorrow.
I'd be so mad if I
I know.
neglected to enter something.
I know. So then let me give you one more for around your shoulders. It's called the Wilson Wrap, and it's by Little Church Knits.
Ooh, that's cute.
Which is the same maker for my Marcel wrap.
Oh.
And it's a free pattern, and it's
really pretty.
It's mostly stockinette, and then it has a lace border. So there you go. You can have lots of mindless stockinette, and then a lace border.
And then save it for when my brain is back.
Right.
I don't like feeling like this. Like I just can't handle. I haven't even been reading books either.
Wow.
I know. I've just been binge watching The Office.
Oh gosh, and you've already seen it once, right?
Yeah, forever ago.
Yeah. I know.
I like, you know how you just get stuck on like, and I'm just stuck on like, I can't think about complicated knitting. I'm not even watching knitting podcast.
Right.
I haven't watched a knitting podcast in like a week.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong?
I don't know. Y'all send help.
I know, right?
Because I don't like it. I don't want to be like this. I want to be knitting sweaters and in the community.
Right.
And I'm just...
So, I know when I get like that, it's usually hormonal.
Hormones do rule my life.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I feel like it's been slowly happening for a couple of months.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That stinks.
I know. So, I don't know.
Okay, any ideas, guys, on how to snap her out of this funk? This knitting funk?
Is it a vitamin? Do I need vitamins?
Right. It's not sunshine deficiency.
No.
Because
we got plenty of that.
In fact, it's supposed to be 90 tomorrow.
I know.
Wednesday.
It was 30
Thursday.
degrees on Saturday, and it's going to be 90 next weekend.
On Thursday, yeah.
What?
Crazy.
It's no wonder we all have
rain on Halloween.
I know, we're going to have rainy trick-or-treating.
It's our first rainy.
It's a bummer.
I know.
Because what are you going to do? Like, you have to...
Right.
To
Mark's like, what's the contingency plan if it rains? I'm like, what contingency plan? You put an umbrella and you go.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like everybody in the world says, oh, it's raining today. Let's do it tomorrow.
I dressed up as an Eskimo several times because you trick-or-treated on trick-or-treat on Halloween.
Right.
Like, and so we would just, whatever, costumes out the window. We're dressing in our winter gear.
Yeah. I know. We are pretty
And this
fortunate.
is Texas. Like,
right.
But I had a lot of rainy trick-or-treating.
We haven't had one yet. And Zane's
As a kid.
9.
As a kid.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's a first. You know,
yeah, it's a bummer because we had all these plans. We were going to go to like Amelia's bestie's house and her neighborhood trick-or-treat, and I just don't think it's going to happen. Because if it's going to be raining, we're going to be in our neighborhood so that we can just go down the street and back.
And come home.
But whatever. It's already past Halloween when they're watching this, so.
That's right.
Yeah, it's Monday for us.
I know.
Halloween's tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
So stay tuned for Camp Woolslayers retreat registration information. But it's scheduled for the 15th of November. So you can just get it done.
And Phyllis already said she's going to be our first registration.
Well, I'm shocked.
I know, right?
If Phyllis isn't there, I'm not going. So,
I know.
We have a couple of other friends who said they are in as well. So,
yeah. So if you're thinking about it, get in there.
The more the merrier. Yeah, because it really might fill up.
Hello.
It really might fill up like quick.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's gonna fill up.
It's gonna fill up.
But I mean, it might actually be quick.
Fingers crossed.
No, we really want you guys to come.
Yeah, we do. I think that's it. Yeah.
Gosh. Oh gosh, we're awesome.
I know. And it's been 3 weeks.
It's been almost 3 weeks.
We waited because we wouldn't have enough to talk about. We wouldn't have knitted anything.
Yeah, the way our schedule's lined up, it's been like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. And we still you know why? We haven't bought a lot.
We haven't bought any trophies.
Right, which is good. I am good
with
that.
I can actually see my stash.
Yes.
There's like holes in it.
Doesn't that feel good? Like,
yes.
Why does it feel good for me to like get rid of stuff?
I love getting rid of stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Love.
Yeah.
I love that I'm using my stash.
Me too.
And I'm actually knitting things that have been in my queue for a long time. So it feels good.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, gosh, I haven't bought anything.
And we even went, my mom and I even at the, we went to the Houston Hand Knitters Guild, their show, and or hand weavers, and there were a lot of woven items, but they also had some hand spun and hand dyed yarn, and I didn't buy a thing. They had a couple that I was like, oh, I really like that, but I was like, what am I gonna make with it? And I have so much already.
Yeah, neither one of us likes to have a humongous stash.
But I have a humongous stash. You've seen it. Mine's like 3 times the size of yours.
I feel like it's not.
Really?
How many is it in Ravelry?
185 maybe.
Oh, okay. That's bigger. It's not 3 times.
No?
Because I have like 100.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that's still too much. Like, I got to get it below that or I start to like...
I just want my queue down lower.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And mine is going down. I'm so excited. So yeah, I'm going to keep cranking out tiny things, and so it makes me feel like I'm accomplished.
Right. And I'm going to count every one of those stones as an individual.
Oh, totally.
No, I'm not.
Totally.
I know.
Yeah, okay, I might have to go buy some soap and make at least one. Because those are really cute. And did you see her spin?
Oh my God.
I want one really bad.
So cute. I do too. And I love how she talked about the construction of it, because at first I was like, oh my God, all those little pieces.
I know, but
it's not. And it was smaller than I thought, because when she first showed the picture, I thought it'd be like full size. Yeah. You know.
And I'm not going to knit a big one, but I would totally knit a little.
Yeah.
If it didn't hurt my wrist. Yeah. You know, I'm precious about my.
I know.
About my wrist.
You haven't watched 13.5.
No, I didn't get to watch it.
My mom and I are going to the Carson Demers class.
Oh, in December? Fun.
Yeah.
I love him.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm taking
Hill
2
Country
classes.
Weavers?
Yes.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I wish he was coming to Fiberfest.
I know.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not 2018. Maybe 2019.
Next time we have to talk about what classes we register for.
Oh, that's right. That's coming up.
It's next weekend.
Fiberfest.
Yeah. I think this will be the first time that I will register for Fiberfest at home, not sitting
I'm always in
a
the car. I'm always in the car.
Right. I'm always at a soccer game or a baseball game.
Is it
soccer game.
Next weekend?
I think it's November 4th.
Then yeah, I'll be at home too. It's usually like the Veterans Day weekend, I think. And so I'm always driving around.
Yeah.
Cool.
I know. I'm excited.
Yeah, I love Fiberfest. Yeah. But I'm excited that you get to see Carson.
I know, me too.
Yeah,
Have you taken a class from him?
No.
Okay.
Carrie did.
Right.
Carrie.
And she said it changed her life.
Yes. Yeah, I would love that. So I want to hear all about it, because he's very cool. He's very cool. So yeah.
Okay. That's enough of our rambling.
It's too bad I already have a trip in December.
I know.
But that's okay. Okay, yeah. We love you.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
And don't forget to slay.
Bye.
Bye.
your
Legs
clapping,
showing.
or do you not need that
No,
anymore?
I don't need it anymore. Centered on my boobs. Okay. I know.
You can't say that and then expect me to start.